But let's also talk about the man who Gerwyn Price beat in the final, Dirk van Duijvenbode. Not the first time Van Duijvenbode lost on a big stage in a final to Gezi. This time, though, missed match darts to win his first Euro Tour title, to win his first big stage title. How do you think he'll respond from this setback?
You could see how disappointed Dirk was, and rightly so. After that final, he stuck with the informed player of the weekend all the way through that final. 5-all, Gerwyn Price holds in at 11 darts, Dirk holds in 13, then he breaks in 13 to go 7-6 up. He's throwing for the title, had a couple of low scores in that penultimate leg, 44 and 51, gets back on track with a 140, a 134 to leave the 36, and the match darts goes inside on the double 18, decides to split the 18, go 2 double 8, and very close to that double 8 in the end, but not close enough. And Gerwyn Price, as we mentioned, takes out the 108 and then holds in the decider. And it is one that got away from Dirk van Duijvenbode. And when you step up to the Oki, you're on a double, you've got 3 darts in your hand at this high level, you expect players to take it. And I'm not sure what the percentages are, but I'd imagine they're pretty high of a player finishing the leg in that visit. But it was a visit that would have won him the title, and it would have got him over a line that he's never crossed before, and that is to win a stage title in the PDC. And on the flip side, you can say maybe Dirk was a little bit fortunate to get through to the final, the semi-final with Rob Cross. Rob missed 4 match darts, I think it was, in the end to beat him, and we saw Dirk come back from 6-2 or 6-3 down to win that one 7-6. So there was a little bit of fortune for him getting to the final, but I think we've spoken about Dirk on the show recently, and we felt that he wasn't far away from being the next player to cross that line in a stage event in the PDC. And I think with the amount of opportunities he's going to get to play on a stage this year, the odds are still going to be short that he is going to do it at some point. And for that reason, I don't think he's going to dwell on the defeat too much. And this was his best run that he's had on the Euro Tour to date. He's been to a few TV finals already, but as far as the Euro Tour, his first final, and he's beaten some class players on the way to get there. Rob Cross, who I mentioned, Ross Smith in a last leg decider. I think it was a 11 darter in that last leg to get over the line, and just fell short in the end. But I think he'll know that he can get to a final again. And his own words after the final was that he didn't play his best game, but he still felt that he should have won it. So if you're getting match darts against one of the best players, some might say the best player right now, you're not playing your A game, you're getting those chances. You've got to feel like when you get to that final again and you do play maybe a little bit better, you are going to get over that line. So I think we've seen that the PDC, it can be a tough school at times. The learning curve for players can be steep, and this result is going to hurt Dirk, but I think he'll get over it pretty quickly, and he's got a chance this weekend. We've got another Euro Tour coming up, so he's got another chance to right that wrong, get that first one under his belt this weekend, and it could be this weekend. He may get that extra leg that he needs to be lifting that title, and I think the experience on Sunday is going to serve him well. I think the confidence is still going to be high, and who knows, maybe this will be the weekend that he does make that extra step, get over the line and lift that winner's trophy on a stage in the PDC.
Yeah, and it's at this point, the frustration's probably building for Dirk. I mean, you look in his career now, this is his 4th final on the big stage. It's the 7th time he's made at least a semifinal on the big stage, including this past one. He's lost to Gerwyn Price in 5 of those 7 times, twice in the semis and 3 times now in finals. So if he goes far, he keeps running into Gezi and he keeps losing. And that's got to be frustrating. But at the same time, he is getting closer. Okay, he was a leg away in the World Series finals last year. He had match darts this time. But it can't be fun to be so close and to come up short. And it looked like he was ready. The setup shot he had to leave double 18 was fantastic. The first dart at triple 20 was a bit off, but then 2 perfect treble 19s to leave double 18. First dart did go inside, and as you mentioned, decided to split. And that dart at double 18 was just the wrong side of the wire. So it wasn't that he, bottled it. It's that he ended up just missing a couple darts. The dart at double 18 wasn't his best, but the dart at double 8, after he made the choice to split it, was a well-thrown dart. It just didn't go in. So he's shown he's ready. But how's he going to take the step back? I think he'll take it just fine. He's made of different stuff. He's made of that same stuff that winners are made of, and he has the game and he knows it. And yes, it took a while for people like Peter Wright and Michael Smith to finally cross the line, losing Michael Smith 8 major finals before he did. Although he had won a World Series, he had one on the Euro Tour. We still haven't seen either of those from Dirk. And Peter Wright had won Euro Tour, and it took him a while before he finally won at the UK Open now 6 years ago. But players like that are made of different stuff, and they have the game, and eventually they'll cross the line. And I think Dirk is every bit in that mold. He is a phenomenal player, and he knows it. He knows his time will come. His time did come. He just didn't answer the call. And look at what he did over the course of the weekend. Okay, he averaged 104 against Ted Evans, but the rest of the way, he averaged the mid to high 90s, 97, 96, a touch under 99, 98. I've been saying all year that if you do that each and every match, you're going to put yourself in the position to lift the title. A 98 isn't going to win every match, but it will give you a chance nearly every time to win. It will mean that someone's going to have to play really well to beat you. And if you're averaging 98, you're going to win over half the time, and you're going to be put in that position. And sometimes it'll be enough to win a tournament. That consistency across the weekend is what champions do. Yes, he didn't cross the line this time, but he got himself there and gave him every chance to. I think he's going to bounce back from this just fine. It was just a few weeks ago that we both said that we thought that this would be the year that he finally won a match on the big stage. Title on the big stage. He nearly proved us right just within a couple weeks. There's 11 more Euro Tours to go. He'll be in them. There's going to be another 7, 8 majors to go. He should be in each and every one of those. I think that we'll see him bounce back from this and be an even better player than he is right now, because he is only going up from here.